1565 being uploaded incredibly late on day 1566. So I flopped massively yesterday. What's new? Um, like even now, I've been trying to rack my brain to think about how did this even happen, because I do vaguely remember that I was thinking, cool, as per usual, need to record the video, and then some stuff happened, but I don't think it was anything super crazy or urgent. Like, I know I had a phone call, but this took me up until maybe like something like 20 minutes or so, maybe 23 minutes, I think it was. That took me up to maybe just about 11 or just past 11. I know I wasn't feeling amazing, which I might have put down to bloody eating KFC as like my first actual meal. Just bare grease, man. Tasted nice though, but still got it left. Still got some left. That bloody two-dailed KFC. Delicious grease. But yeah, I was feeling a bit off yesterday for a good, well, yeah, for a chunk of the day. Again, maybe down to one, just not eating a great deal. I think the water intake was okay, but because of the financial situation currently for this month anyways, I've had to rely on going back to the bottled water in the plastic bottles, which is not good, like going backwards, man. But yeah, just got to keep on saying it's going backwards to go forwards, like being in a slingshot, you know? I probably went a bit OTT with it, actually. Copped, like, so in Costco, they do these massive packs of, like, it's 40 bottles of water, like 500 mils, so 40 of those, right? And they do it for mad cheap, which is probably means that you're drinking toilet water or just plastic water, or both, plastic toilet water maybe. But yeah, I actually bought 2 packs of those, because basically a shop just down the road from me, corner shop, I see they, obviously because Costco is a wholesale, they go there, and I didn't actually realize, I'm guessing it must be recent, they've started stocking the Kirkland pack of 40 there. So I was thinking to buy one, but I went to inquire how much it was. Obviously, it's more expensive than getting it at Costco, obviously, business. But it wasn't even that bad. Like, even for the price, like £6 something, that's still 40 packs of 500 mils. Again, the packaging it's in, or the bottles that they come in, and the quality of the water probably isn't fantastic for them to be able to afford to sell it at that type of price there. But yeah, anyways, so I say at that price, I'm quoting the shop price, not the Costco price. The Costco price, I think, is like £2 or £3 something, which is insane. But yeah, because I was like, oh, I just want to make sure I've got enough water, I basically bought 2 packs. That's 80 bottles of water, which cost me like £12 something. Insane. But because obviously it's big and heavy, I was like, I'd probably struggle to take one of those back, let alone two. Two just wouldn't be happening. But when I spoke with them, they actually made mention that if you live nearby, they'll actually deliver it to your house, which I thought is actually a really good idea, you know? I feel like more shops could possibly employ that type of thing, even forgetting if it's just like, you know, big, heavy stuff. You know, if there's someone who's got a disability, or someone who's like, you know, old, or, you know, someone who's maybe just got a bunch of stuff and maybe they want to pick up stuff but they can't carry it back, I think that's quite a good idea, and didn't even charge for it as well. Like, yeah, if you live nearby, we'll drop it around to yours. And obviously, just because I'm up the road, I was like, yeah. So I paid for it, and on the back of the receipt, they got me to write my name and address and phone number as well. And when I was doing it and also leaving, I was like a little bit skeptical. I was like, oh, is this going to be one of those things where I have to chase them up like 5 days later to find out what's happened? Because the shopkeeper that I obviously purchased from, or one of the many shopkeepers that were in there, they said, oh yeah, it could be tomorrow, or it could be the day after. I'm not too sure. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, let's just see it. And it turned out to be all right. Now, this didn't happen yesterday. This happened a couple or few days ago, but it just came to mind now. Oh yeah, because I was talking about the water, right? So yeah, but yeah, anyways, I was feeling out of sorts and had the phone call. I can't remember exactly what happened again. It probably wasn't even anything special, but I do remember I looked at the time and it was well past, or well enough past the time, and I was vexed. I feel like I looked at the time and it was like after 1 something. I was like, flip, how did I even forget this? Idiot, man. Yeah, I can't fully remember. I guess I just got caught up with stuff and it just kind of fell to the wayside. I mean, it's good that my brain actually kicked in at some point, but obviously just too late. So, anyways, yesterday, actually talking about yesterday now, work was, yeah, it was all right. Oh, actually, yeah, that was it. I flipping forgot my card, and I was so perturbed and so annoyed and also stressing as well. So I forgot my card, and general rule of thumb is if you forget your card, basically, it's changed from the old days. Beforehand, you used to just be able to sign in and, yeah, basically just sign your thing in, they'd give you a temporary pass, and that would be it. But now it's like you basically have to get a manager to come up and be there to kind of like almost co-sign you, essentially. And I think the manager has to send an email from like our estates team to say that they've kind of verified that we've been signed in. Then we get the temporary pass, and of course, cast your minds back, or because I'm probably just talking to myself, if I cast my mind back, because of the main area that I work in, because the new system is so ridiculously stupid, the temporary passes don't grant access to the area, the main area that I work in, because it's just stupid. I guess it's classed as like a higher security. Why they couldn't just deliver temporary passes with access to that higher security area is just beyond me, because this place just loves its flipping red tape and hoops that you have to jump through and say, oh no, we can't do that. It's stupid, man. So basically, despite the fact that that's basically where I am based, if I have a temporary pass, I basically have to knock on the door to both get in and get out. It's not even a thing where it doesn't grant me access in, but it lets me get out. No, bro, if there's no one to open the door, I'm stuck in there, you know? So annoying. So, yeah, literally, because I came up to work and I went to put my hand in my pocket to get my pass out, as I normally do every other day, and I felt nothing in there. And then my mind just started racing, because I was like, shoot, this is where my pass normally, I only ever take my pass out to tap, and then I put it right back into that exact pocket. So what happened? And just all things are racing through my mind, because I'm pretty sure a lost pass would constitute as a security breach, because, you know, it's a pass that gets you into an official place and all of that jazz. So I was just praying, please let it be up at home. Please, 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 please. Oh, actually, you know, I think that may have factored into it as well, because I was stressing. Like, I know I was stressing all the way back, like whilst I was up at work, on the way back, and then when I got home. Yeah, that, I don't know if that's the main thing, but that probably factored into it on top of everything else, just the mind being elsewhere, thinking about the whole pass thing. So yeah, I had the temporary pass, so that was annoying, but managed to get through the day, so that was cool. It was an alright day, I guess. Nothing too crazy. And then got back, and then I was just looking. I was looking for this pass. Oh my lord! I even started looking in places where I was like, I know it's not here, but um, let me just check anyways, just in case. Just in case because certain times I flipping lose my mind and just, particularly if I'm rushing, and I will pick up something or put it somewhere, and because I'm scatterbrained all over the place, I just won't even realise I've just done something just almost on like autopilot and haven't even consciously realised that I've done that. You know, I haven't done this for a very long time, but the equivalent of like if you got your phone and you're rushing around and you have to take something out of the fridge and then all of a sudden you just put your phone down in the fridge, you know, that kind of madness there. So yeah, I was like, you know, let me even just check these places just in case for whatever weird reason I've just put the pass in like maybe a trouser pocket, or maybe I've left it on like on a countertop, or put it in somewhere where I wouldn't normally put it. So yeah, looking, couldn't find it. Emptied out my bag. I was like, because I was thinking, okay, it could potentially be in my bag. You know, I'm that could be a likely scenario if it's not in my regular pocket. So looking in the bag, emptied out the bag, couldn't find anything in the flipping bag. Oh my lord, looking, couldn't find anything. I was basically making peace with the idea that I would have to message my manager either on the night yesterday, or yesterday evening, or the following morning, which would have been today, just to be like, look, listen, gonna have to get a replacement pass, man. I think I've lost it. And then my manager would have been like, oh shoot, yeah, you sure? Like, have you checked everywhere? And unfortunately, you know, this is probably gonna have to go down as a security breach, and all of these long things, man. And then I think this may have been after midnight, so technically this should be classed as the following video, the most recent up-to-date one, but I'll just lump it in with this one because maybe it was before midnight. I can't exactly remember. And then, I was looking, nearly lost all hope, and I thought, you know, let me just have one last look on the floor by, you know, coming in through the door, and just in the hallway, got like a shoe cabinet, and there's a whole heap of shoes on the floor. And I was looking down, and then there was a pair of slippers, not mine, another pair of slippers. And I looked down, and I was like, what's that on the floor? And I looked, and just somewhat carefully tucked underneath, just peeking out, you know, peeking out, peeking out, peeking out from underneath one of these flipping slippers was something that looked rather familiar. And I looked, flipping pass, bro. Honestly, I've never been so happy to see this pass in my entire life. Like, never. Even to the point where, you know, when you've seen or experienced something and you're like, hold on, is this real? Is this actually even happening? Like, I was so elated and over the moon, I had to double take, and I had to be like, wait, is this like a dream? Am I just, or am I hallucinating? Am I just going to look at it, it's there, look away, look back, and then it's just disappeared, like poof, gone, you know? So I was like, oh my lord, what are the chances? And up until now, I can only speculate. I don't know how that thing ended up on the floor. Maybe because even the pocket that it sits in, like, because I was thinking all kinds of things. Like, did it just, when I was like running for the train, or was I even jogging for a bus? Whilst I was maybe possibly jogging, had it like come up and fallen out of a pocket? And normally it's the only thing in that pocket, so it wouldn't have even been a case of I was retrieving something else out of there, and then it mistakenly came out whilst I was pulling something else out of there. If it was like my trouser pocket, then yeah, that could have happened because I put more than one thing in there, but that's the only thing that I ever normally put in there. So yeah, or maybe if I was like leaning over, could it have fallen out? But so I was thinking this could have happened out on the road, and I was even, you know, my mind was racing that, you know, if it's fallen out on the road, maybe someone's found it. I think there's like a number on the back of the card. Someone calls him and reports it, and then all of a sudden I get an email like 2 weeks later saying, "Oh yeah, your pass was found in this place out on the road. Security breach," you know? So I was thinking all of this type of stuff. So when I found it on the floor there, sitting underneath this little slipper, I was like, how the hell did that happen? Yeah, maybe when I took my like blazer off, you know, maybe I don't know, I wrapped it over my arm and then the thing fell out and dropped on. I don't know, man. But all I'm saying is I'm glad that I found it in the house. Security breach averted. I didn't lose it outdoors. Just it was literally just in the yard. And on the floor somehow. I don't know, but I'm glad to see that it wasn't a dream as well. It was genuine. I even double checked today. Like, is it still there? Did I actually find it? So yeah, praise be. Thank the Lord. No security breaches for me. Nice. But yeah, anywho. So yeah, I think that was a big part of probably, yeah, so even talking it through, I'm sure that being on my mind was probably one of the reasons as to why I completely forgot to upload this video and it just fell to the wayside. But yeah, crisis averted. Anywho, it's day 1565. I will catch you very shortly for day 1566.